Hello everybody. Today we are going to be starting a new series called One Command Block Creations. And I encourage you guys to tweak these commands as much as you like. So here we go. We'll get to that later. These are the different versions of the command that I'll be showing you guys. But first, we will be showing how the command blocks work. So, there's three types: impulse, chain, and repeat, unconditional and conditional, needs redstone, and always active. So, the way that these work is we'll just be doing a summon pig. So, if I flip this on, it'll summon one pig all the time. Now, if we set this to repeat, then it's gonna repeat the command multiple times. Then the chain, well, let's just keep this short. It does nothing. Yeah. The way that you do this is you have to have one command block beneath it. It doesn't matter if it's empty or if it's full. Then you have to keep the chains on and always active. Then summon pig. Now the chain command block will work. And the command block takes place of the block right beneath it. So if a chain command block is underneath a chain command block, I haven't tested this yet, so it might work and it might not. So yeah, it doesn't work, just like I thought. So it takes place of, it takes the ability from the command block that it's right beneath. Not beneath, but over. So now if I do this with a repeating command block underneath it, it's just going to repeat the command over and over. Yep. And then conditional only works for chain. If I try and use this, it sometimes doesn't work. Just like I was going to say, it sometimes doesn't always work. And it can get very annoying at times. But I was trying to film this video multiple times, but I think it's most likely when you only have to run the command once. It sometimes doesn't work then also. And then always active is needs redstone and always active. That's the normal thing. And then right here, we turn it back to unconditional. I don't know why I set it to needs redstone, but here. If we take this and we add a tick delay to it of 40, then we'll turn it on. We have to wait, and then a pig will spawn. So if you add a tick delay, it kind of makes you wait, and then it happens. I don't know if you could hear that, but I snapped. And so, anyway, that's how command blocks work. And so, let's get right into the one command block tutorials. So, the first one is effect P strength 1255 true. It's the closest player. And so, when we do this, I had all of these on needs redstone so that I could show you guys the command block things. So, here's always active. And so, it will give me strength. And I can one-shot this pig, and this other one, and all that stuff. So, let's turn this one off, and then let's turn this one on. So, now I don't have strength, but as soon as I hold this stick, I suddenly have strength again. And now I can one-shot everything. So, when I'm holding the stick, now that's off, it's not really going to do anything, but when I turn this one on, I still don't have strength. And so, as soon as I stop holding, I have strength again. It's not a trick for only the wooden sword. You can still do it even if you have nothing in your hand. And so, then we have this next one, and this one will only work in survival mode. And you're gonna have to like copy this thing multiple times and like do a bunch of numbers. So that happens every time. But I'm not gonna be doing that. So when I go into survival mode, and how long is this? It's like 1 second? No. So you're gonna want this to be like a bigger time distortion, like 30 instead of 1. And so when I go into survival mode, I forgot to turn this off. Oops. Sorry, everyone. Oh, my game glitched. So, here. When I go back into survival mode, when I hold anything, nothing happens. But as soon as I hit this pig... Wait. Hey, we're gonna be able to learn my mistakes together. Oh, I forgot to turn this on. I'm gonna have to get another sword. Let's see this again. So here, we're gonna go into survival, and then when we hold this one, see, I did data 0 on that one. So this one will actually work in creative mode too. So, but if you change this to 1, this is where it gets to the point where you can only do it in survival. And so that's the way that makes this one like a little bit annoying, but still. So come over here, survival, and then we're holding this and we get no strength, but as soon as we hit this pig, I get strength again, and I can go and take out all of these pigs. And this does not happen every time you hit something. And also, it's not only for a pig, it's for every single type of like person, mob, or whatever. And it will continue happening until I run out of strength. And then, as you see, I have no more strength. And then you think if I hit it again, I'm gonna get strength? Nope. I do not get any more strength. So that's one of the bad things about this one. But it's also one of the good things about it. So, about the fact that like if you hit it, then you won't get the perk again if that's what you guys want. And so, here, if you guys want to get effects, you have effect P strength 1255 true, and the distortion can be absolutely anything. The effect can be absolutely anything. It can be ooze, it can be nausea, it can be poison, it can be speed, it can be blindness, it can be darkness, it can be, let's see, it can be regeneration, it can be health boost, it can be whatever you want. So effect, and then P means closest player, and then true is so that you don't see any squiggles. So effect, and then at E means that all entities that have this sort of item, and then bracket has item, which means if you have this item, then it will run the command. And then equals bracket, and then item will mean that you have to be holding this specific item for the whole thing to run. And then equals stick, that's the type of item that you want. It can be any item. And then comma location, that means where it is on your hotbar, and then equals slot, and then period weapon, period main hand, and you can switch that to offhand. You can switch it to armor head, armor chest. You can switch it to armor legs. You can switch it to armor feet, whatever you want. And then bracket, strength. Like I said, it can be anything that you want. It can be any number. It can be any set of power level that you want. And then true is just to make it so that you don't see the squiggles. And the next one is effect E. The same thing, except quantity 0 means if you're not holding it. And I'm pretty sure if you have quantity 8, then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Then if you hold the stick right here, I guess I was wrong. Well, whatever. You want quantity 0. Wait, turn it on. No. Well, whatever. So that's what the stick does. The stick thing does. Oh, by the way, it's gonna keep going, so you probably want to turn this thing off when you want to. So yeah, that's the way that's quantity 0. That's how it works. So quantity 0 just means you're not holding it in your hand. And then the same thing, except data, like data, whatever, however you say it, equals, this can be whatever number you want. It can be 0, that's going to work at like the second command block. You can change it to 1 so that it only like runs once when you hit it the first time, then it will work that way. And I can show you guys right now that if I change it to repeat always active, and this one is already always active, and then I can go over here and I can paste, and I can go over here, and I can change it to 2. I can go over here, and I can press repeat, always active, and I can do it again, but this time it's 3. Then that will mean that it will happen 3 times. So here, look, I hit it, I have strength, and then I can take the thing out. And then I will, oh yeah, so it was overlapping. It's like overlapping because I hit it twice. So you don't really want to do that. But as you see, I hit it twice. And so what? I guess it only works that way. Well, whatever. So anyway, just ignore that part. So, yeah, that's how you can make the effects. And that's it for One Command Block Tutorials, Episode 1. See you guys in the next one.